This is the Programmer Owl, and in this video I'm going to walk through an Edabit Python challenge called Back to Home. And in this challenge they want you to take a given string of directions, north, west, south, east, and this character will walk for 1 minute in each direction, and we're to determine whether a set of directions will lead him back to the starting position or not. So as you can see in one of the tags, it's logic. And when I first read this, I was like, oh my goodness, how am I going to figure this out? And then I realized what we want is, for one direction, we want to go the opposite direction the same number of times. So like in the example of what's true, we have two norths and two souths, because north and south are opposite of each other. And then we have two east and two west. And so those cancel each other out. It's like adding a negative number to a positive number, or, an opposite to an opposite, equalizes everything. So now that we kind of have that logic down, we can get to the code. And I'm going to maybe be a little bit more wordy than I need to be, but just for the logic of it all, this is what I did. So I'm going to make 4 variables, north, south, east, and west. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the argument they gave us for the function, directions, and I'm going to count, and you're going to use single quotes for this. So dot count is the method you're going to use in parentheses, and then single quotations you're going to put in, because you can see, and a capital N at that, because you can see in the directions they're all capital letters, and they're either doing north, south, east, or west. And so I'm going to do this for south, so directions, dot count, single quotations S, and then east. So this is just a bunch of typing. There's probably an easier way, a quicker way, a more minimalistic way of approaching this, but for the benefit of logic, or for logic's sake, I am doing it this way. So now I can get to the logic. So remember, we want one of each, because like here we had 3 east and 1 west, and then that did not take anybody home, because if you think, if you go east, east, and then west, and then east again, you're still like 2 positions from where you started. So you want one of each to cancel each other out. So if north equals south, because we want the same number, so if there's 2 ends, we want 2 souths, or if there's 0 ends, we want 0 souths, and east equals west, we can return true, because that will take that person back home, else return false. So I think I have my logic right on this, so let me check the test, and they all passed. So that is how you solve the logic problem of Back to Home, the Python Edabit challenge.